name's Andy Kiefer, and I'm the general partner for Agave Lab Ventures. Almost accidental. I was in San Francisco doing venture capital both on the investing side and on the operational side for startups. And I'd sold one of my companies in San Francisco and decided to move someplace with less fog that was warmer and a better climate. And my wife and my two kids, two young children, moved to Guadalajara because really just we liked Mexico. When I first got here, the whole concept of the startup didn't even exist. And really the modern sense of early stage entrepreneurship is only a couple years old. So there's no obstacle per se, it's just that it's a brand new market and it's accelerating very, very quickly. But it's really just, we're in a tremendous growth spurt. I remember being in San Francisco and watching that happen over a 25-year span. The same level or the same amount of expansion and growth has been compressed to 3 or 4 years here. So the obstacle is just how quickly can we grow? And I think that's the only real challenge. There's no structural impediments to it. Well, our primary innovation has been combining two things. Money, so providing funds to early stage companies, but rather than funding companies externally, we bring either the founders or we use our own team to build the first version of the product. So rather than putting money externally and hoping for success, we use our own captive development team, our own designers, our own DevOps, our own marketing people to create the first version of the company, get it to profitability, and then we recruit to that and bring in people in. But our goal is to use the processes that we used and perfected over many, many cycles to get the early stage companies off the ground. And I think that applying that level of direct hands-on assistance is really the innovation that we bring at Agave Lab. The geography of Mexico City is very, very spread out. Where in Jalisco, for whatever reason, it might be the universities here or just the size of the town, it's more of a community here. Just about every entrepreneur in this town I've met and I know, and folks leave one startup and they go to another, and so there's a sense of like a community here where the same thing we saw in San Francisco, where maybe it was because it was on a peninsula surrounded by ocean on 3 sides or what it was, but there seemed to be a connectedness to Jalisco, and I think that's an important part of developing an ecosystem. My advice for any entrepreneur in anywhere, but especially here in Jalisco, is just stop talking about it and just do it. There's a lot of people who consider themselves entrepreneurs, but they've never done anything. They go to all the conferences, they talk about it all the time, they read about it. Just start with something very, very small. It doesn't matter what it is. You'll learn more in one day of actually doing it than you will in years of talking about it. So just give it a try. It's okay if it doesn't work, if it fails. You'll learn a lot and you'll pick up and you'll do the next one. So stop waiting, go. Well, you could just Google search Agave Lab. You'll find 1 million hits. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. And then the website's easy to find too. And any information you need about the company or business model, you can just pick it up on our site.